the news. Nigeria's First Lady launches Renewed Hope Initiative Women Agricultural Supports Program for South. Akwa Ibom State Police Command partners NTA Uyo for information dissemination. Plus, stakeholders call for early preparation before retirement. Hello then, welcome to NTA Uyo News at this hour. My name is Okun Ndem. Thanks for joining us. This broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times Channel 103, as well as the social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. And now to the news. The Renewed Hope Initiative Women Agricultural Supports Program and the Social Investments for Persons with Disabilities has been inaugurated in South Nigeria. The gesture, which is to further encourage farming among women for sustainable food security, was launched by the First Lady and wife of the President, Oluremi Tinubu, in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State.
And 20 women farmers from each state of the South-South zone will receive a sum of 500,000 naira each as an opportunity to expand agricultural ventures and contribute to local and national food production. Representative of the First Lady and wife of the Vice President, Nana Shettima, calls on beneficiaries to effectively utilize resources at their disposal.
I urge all stakeholders, including government officials, community leaders, and non-governmental organizations, to work hand in hand to support local farmers to ensure food security in our communities and the nation at large.
Women in agriculture often face numerous challenges, including limited access to resources, land, and education. By empowering the
from the usual and making lasting positive impact across 6 geopolitical zones of the country.
Stakeholders, including Akwa Ibom State's governor, appreciates this significant step at empowering women in line with the agricultural policy of the Renewed Hope administration.
We thank Her Excellency for bringing all our women together, all of the First Ladies, across party lines to ensure that we deliver the dividend of democracy to our people.
I want to really thank her so much for having them in our hearts. And I think it will go a long way to alleviate the sufferings of the disabled.
Excited, I'm happy. I'm going to use the check judiciously.
About 100 persons with disabilities were financially empowered for small-scale businesses. The Renewed Hope Initiative also targets advocacy illnesses like tuberculosis, as well as enhancing education for improved living conditions. In Uyo, Evelyn Badu, Epo, NTA News.
The Nigerian police says it is committed to ensuring a crime-free of Police Akwa Ibom State Command, Wahid Ayilara, when he visited the management of NTA Uyo. Wisdom Jacob has details.
The Nigeria Police, established to combat crime and ensure security of lives and property, says the police on its own cannot achieve this feat without the collaboration. Is the reason for the visit by the Commissioner of Police Akwa Ibom State Command, Wahid Ayilara, to NTA Uyo.
Security is everybody's business. And in as much as we as a police force will be trying our best, we need the cooperation of all and sundry to achieve our mandate. People should stay out of crime. It's duty that is the law imposes on all of us. And if we have any criminal in the area or notice any criminal activities, endeavor to report to the police or other security agencies. Apart from letting you know your neighbors around, also continue to beg you to continue to extend that hands of comradeship that I have been giving to my successor in disseminating what we have been going on in the force and what we want the people of the state to know, and also to get some feedback from you.
General Manager NTA Uyo Alice Ogbe says that The police and NTA have always enjoyed a robust relationship while expressing readiness for partnership.
NTA Uyo is going to support you in whatever form that you want us to. NTA Uyo will give you the much needed publicity and exposure.
An exchange of souvenirs by the two heads of federal establishments in the state. Wisdom Jacob, NTA News.
Nigerian Television Authority Channel 35 Eket Wilson commenced transmission to serve the information needs of the people of Eket and environs and to project the rich cultural heritage of the state. The General Manager of NTA Uyo, Ali Sube, disclosed this when she led her management team to an on-the-spot assessment of the facilities at the station. John Paul Alumona reports.
NTA Channel 35 Eket, located along east-west road axis of Eket, was established as a community station in 2004 to bring television broadcasting to the people of the area. Unfortunately, the well-equipped television station never transmitted before the facilities were completely abandoned. Following the recent directive of the Director General of NTA Foundations in order to carry out comprehensive renovations,
everything has been wasted. Nothing is functional. The whole place is overgrown. There's no security, just two security men manning the entire place, snakes everywhere. It's quite unfortunate, but there's nothing that cannot be redeemed. From what we have seen, we will do our own part by giving a comprehensive and thorough report to headquarters so that they will do the needful.
The team visited the control room, the studio, offices, and the transmitter room and the plant house, after which they concluded that the facilities can be upgraded.
Generator is a brand new generator, those two generators, but the problem is that it has been vandalized. Some of the parts has been removed, and then I think if they return back those parts and fix it, the generator will start working again. So we have a whole lot of work to do.
The visit of the general manager based on directive from headquarters is a big motivation that there are prospects that NTA will come on air. It's what we have been working for, is what we have been dreaming about, and is what we hope for.
If the NTA is serious about doing this thing, we will be very, very happy, because it will provide employment and will open up the place, and I'm sure it will help us reduce the level of crime we have within the community.
The people of Eket Senatorial District and other residents are hopeful that the renovation and upgrading of the facilities will boost economic development of the area. From Eket, John Paul Alumona, NTA News.
You are still watching NTA Uyo News. More reports after this time out. Please stay.
One passenger, big auntie. Come and enter my bus now.
Hey, conductor, this cough is serious. I beg, you need to go to the hospital.
Hospital?
Doctors say cough symptoms are different in every condition. Some are dry, others are wet, like your own.
God bless you, auntie. I have told this my conductor. The cough has refused to go.
And make you dey sure, because who no go, no go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. TB test and TB treatment are free. Just call the National TB Hotline on 3340 or dial *3340# for more information. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people.
It is the second NTA Uyo Virtual Children's Paper presentation. Children Children, get ready. Put your thoughts together in a well-articulated pattern to paper and stand a chance of winning fantastic prizes. Submit a write-up on the given themes.
Junior category 8 to 11 years.
The impact of skill acquisition on the education of the child.
Senior category 12 to 15 years.
The effect of social media on parents-children relationship. Shortlisted candidates will be invited for virtual paper presentation via Zoom and grand finale. Interested schools should register and submit entries on or before May 16, 2024.
Rate 20,000 naira for 5 entries per school. Venue NTA Channel 12 for kiting and inquiries. Please call Ekaite on 0904 643 6412.
AMEM on 0803 657 9721 and Miriam on 080 lead.
One passenger. Big auntie, go enter this bus.
Ha! Oga conductor, this kind cough na serious matter. You suppose go hospital.
Hospital care.
Haba, doctors don talk am say different types of cough dey. Some na dry cough, but this your own na wet cough e be.
Big auntie, na God go bless you. I don tire for this my conductor and him cough wey no gree go. E fit even be tuberculosis.
Conductor, go check am o, make you dey sure because who no go no go no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
If cough don't worry you past 2 weeks, if it be tuberculosis, TB test and treatment, na free. Just call the National TB Hotline for 3340 or dial *3340# to get better information. This message now from the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people then.
Welcome back, and now to the rest of the news. When one fails to plan, it is often said that one plans to fail. Now, for a civil servant who signs 35 years contract for active service, at what age of service should one plan for retirement? Tessie Omeri reports.
A new phase of life begins as he receives appointment letter, signing contract for 35 years or more in service. With hopes and expectations, a civil servant has dreams he expects to meet at the course of his career. But the clock waits for no one as it ticks for one to prepare for retirement.
As soon as you are engaged in any of this public work, start planning for your retirement. From the very day of your appointment letter, start planning for your retirement.
2-3 years of your retirement, you cannot have any good plan. You start planning maybe 10-15 years before your retirement so that you should have something tangible.
Juma Abdullahi is a retired civil servant. He says with proper planning, retirement should not be so difficult.
Most people experience challenges after retirement due to lack of planning. And most people are carrying...
Those are diverse as respondents share experiences on how to save for life after retirement.
If the government can volunteer a dedicated month for workers, for just workers to be engaged in other things like mentorship. For 35 years, you believe me or you agree with me that that's a whole lot of time of developing yourself in this particular field or in this particular area. I don't think when it is time for you to retire or when you're back out there from work, it will be a thing of concern. You're just walking through. It will be like a walkway for you to enter your new phase and still give back to the society.
Although there is no specific age or time for a civil servant to start preparing for life after retirement, it is better to make hay while the sun shines. If you have not started, the sunshine might be today. In Abuja, Tessie Omeri, NTA News.
Every product, particularly consumable, has lifespan, and once the product expires, it is no longer fit for human consumption. Yet, not all buyers take a few seconds to check the expiry date of product before purchase. Emedi Omar tells us the risk of such negligence.
At every minute, someone somewhere is buying consumable.
Such items could be drugs or drinks, which normally comes with expiry dates. But how many Nigerians pay attention to this critical aspect of checking the expiry date of products they purchased?
I do check personally, but many times it will be when I buy it to the house, I will go and check it in the house. Maybe after sometimes I might discover that some may be about 2 or 3 months to expiration, but often.
So once I've found what I needed to buy, I just pick, and then I want to ascertain whether or not the product is what I actually wanted to buy. But I don't think I've really cared much about looking at the expiry dates.
Each time I buy my product, be it in the supermarket, be in the market, the first thing first, I go for the NAFDAC number, and then I go for the production date. I am sure that I check that. Then I ensure that I check best before, that's the expiring date for any product I buy in the market. So I don't really have those problems.
Health experts who spoke on the dangers of ignoring an expiry date of items acquired emphasized the need for individuals to be intentional on checking expiry dates of goods consumed to avoid health hazards.
When a drug expires, there are changes that occur to both the physical and the chemical constituents of the drug, and so it could be risky, it could be unsafe to ingest such drugs that are expired. Reason being that it might not take care of the disease condition it was meant to treat. So because the potency might be reduced or will be reduced, the chemical and the physical constituent composition of the drug is reduced.
Every consumable comes with detailed information on not just the nutritional value of the product, but the expiry date.
It could be risky to the system. It could become toxic in the system. It could even cause other, infections, diseases, illnesses that were not expected to be due to these toxic drugs. They become toxic, the chemical constituent composition has changed, the physical composition has changed, so it's not safe.
Spending few seconds to read through this can save lives and thousands of naira. In Uyo, Emediomo, NTA News.
The 6th Battalion Nigerian Army wishes to inform the public of the ongoing live firing exercise, which will end on Thursday, May 9, 2024. A statement by Captain Yu Hussein on behalf of the commanding officer indicates that the exercise is conducted at 6th Battalion Firing Range, Wellington Basi Barracks, Ibawa, Abak, from 6 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock. Sports now. Nigeria rugby team gunning for African title, plus other latest news in the world of sports with Austin Edumedu.
Ahead of the African Cup 7 Series 2024 in Mauritius, the Nigerian Rugby Federation says it will assemble both local and foreign players in due course for camping. The Federation disclosed that despite the paucity of funds, it is working assiduously to ensure that the Nigerian team makes a mark in their first appearance at the African Cup 7 Series.
This did not just come as a fluke, it was as a result of our past performances. People might not know what we have been going through in the last 2-3 years. It has been very challenging, but I can tell you, we have really come a long way.
The tournament, which runs between June 29th and July 7th, will feature 12 countries, including hosts Mauritius, Nigeria, Kenya, Madagascar, Tunisia, Algeria, Namibia, Uganda, Zimbabwe, amongst others. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Women Football League has announced Bayelsa State to run from Thursday 16th to Sunday 26th May 2024 in Yanagua, Bayelsa State. Kylian Mbappe's dream of lifting the UEFA Champions League with PSG before switching to Real Madrid to reach the final. However, the Dortmund camp is hoping to get their hands once again on the coveted trophy, the last one in 1997.
If I have to find and pick one word, it's just a very proud moment for us. I'm very proud for my staff, for my team, for the club. And yeah, the dream is not over yet.
Finally, in tennis, Andy Murray is set to return to action at the Geneva Open this month. The three-time Grand Slam champion has been given the white card for the clay court tournament in Switzerland.
To end the news, a recap of the major stories. Nigeria's First Lady has launched Renewed Hope Initiative Women Agricultural Support Program for South. Akwa Ibom State Police Command is partnering. You also heard in the news that stakeholders have called for early preparation before retirement. That's a package this evening. Remember to be a star. Join NTS campaign to stand against rape and rapists. I remain Okun Ndem. Basayan Ekbeyong is standing by for the news in translation.
Kamokara Idangen Aberebo Radio Kente Renewed Hope Initiative. Nyekik Bega South for Tom NTA Uyoina Mutum. Mikpo Webo Yak Me Namutum Eton Iraga Bebeng Idem Ekbeyong Yakom Bongen Mfon. Eberebo Radio Kente Renewed Hope Initiative. Amiado Adikaman Sunowam Noiban. Mbono Wena Mambubege Yembon Bonam. Miki Redngen and Siki Berebogo me. And Yakik Bega South, Mike Kwaibum, Ado Wana Kamokara Idangen, Ma Aluremi, Tinibu, Yagikop or Yogonbok. Good Hope Initiative. Ebogo me, Ado Ndekaman Sunowam, Noiban, Yembono Wokiremgen. Nso State Aseneke, Kik Bega and Yeke South, Iban Edap Emaibon Wam, Okok. Awakake some $1,000 Iketun, Matoro, Ekamenam, Mbubegam Motara. Ansiki Tubyong, no one a Kamokara Idangen, Ma, Nana,